Happy Halloween, everybody, from Ojos Loco Sports Cantina in downtown Fort Worth. For a special edition of the Mac Attack, I am my childhood hero, Indiana Jones. I've always wanted to do this, and I finally get to unleash my inner nerd in this week of mourning after the Dallas Cowboys suffered a just crushing 20-17 overtime loss to the Washington Redskins. Yes, absolutely, Tony Romo's ego got involved last night. Listen, Tony, we get it. You're a tough guy. You play with a punctured lung, play with a broken leg, broken ankle, spinal rupture, all these other things. We get it. You're a tough guy. The doctors gave you the green light to come back on the field on Monday night after you had been run over and scared the living hell out of all of us. There was no reason to come back. Brandon Weeden had led the Cowboys to 10 points in 2 possessions. They were fine, and Romo didn't look like the same guy when he came back. A wiser decision in that instance: take a seat, live to play another week. Well, the Dallas Cowboys under Coach Process have become one of those NFL teams that likes to say, we worry about what we do. They prepare for us. We don't prepare for them. So in this particular case against the Redskins, which blitzed Tony Romo even when he was sitting on the bench, the Cowboys thought that they could just keep doing the same thing and get away with it. And a lot of times they did. They ran for 166 yards. DeMarco Murray had another 100-yard rushing game. But it's a legitimate question. Why didn't the Cowboys adjust a little bit better to all those players the Redskins were bringing? Because ultimately, that was the difference in the game. Well, I think when Gary Patterson decided to go to his new PlayStation 10 offense, which nobody would believe he would actually do, that they would go out and score the way that they are scoring, which is like every 5 seconds. They just scored against Texas Tech, and the game's been over for 2 days. So will this offense ultimately put its defense out on the field too much? That's a problem Gary Patterson would love to have, because he believes in his defense. The thing that scares me as TCU tries to get into this mythical playoff Final Four, no offense like that has gone as far as what TCU is trying to do. Maybe they can do it, but this is a good problem to have. I think Gary Patterson, everybody at TCU, will continue with the status quo. Well, it's not Christmas Day yet, which is when the NBA season really begins, but the NBA regular season is here. And the Dallas Mavericks, with their revamped old school, new school something offense and team, look like a team that can actually genuinely give the best teams in the NBA's Western Conference a real run, namely the San Antonio Spurs, because we all know the NBA's championship goes through San Antonio. Dallas can do this. Everybody's going to have to be healthy. They're going to have to get a great point guard play, and Chandler Parsons is going to have to be the scorer that he was in Houston, maybe even a little bit better to take the pressure off Dirk. They can do this. You're going to have to get a lot of breaks, but look for the Mavs to go on a run in the spring. Things that I never expected in my lifetime. One, that I'd be on camera in an Indiana Jones outfit. Dreams do come true. The other thing I didn't expect back in August is that on November 1st, the game of the year in the NFC would be Cowboys, Cardinals, noon, Jerry World. None of it made any sense. But here we are. The Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals are the 2 best teams in the NFC. If you would have told me that and given me that bet back in August, I would never have taken it, no matter how absurd the odds and how big the payoff would have been. It's ridiculous. It is happening, but no more ridiculous than I am Indiana Jones. Please join us next week from Ojos Loco Sports Cantina in downtown Fort Worth for another exciting edition of the Mac Attack.